Hey Flosstube, it is Michelle McGraw from Made by Michelle McGraw, and this is Flosstube number 14, part 4 of my whip and kit parade for 2019. So I have shown a lot of stuff that I have kitted and current whips, or whips, I should say, not current. My current whips will be in my regular Flosstube video that will be hopefully sometime this week, probably towards the later part of the week, since these are going to take me a while to upload and then a while to put comments and patterns and stuff like that in. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment, especially if it's over a pattern and you weren't sure of the name or where to get it. Some of these are old patterns that I'm showing that are in my stash. Some of them are definitely patterns that you can find. So let me know if you have a question and I'll try to answer it for you. And if you don't already, subscribe and like my video, and I appreciate that. So I am back at it, part 4. I have a couple of really big projects that I had these bags made from Liam Loves You, and as you can see, they're huge. It's Harry Potter. How cute. Anyhow, I had her custom make these for me for bigger projects like this. And I have shown some of these before. Some of these are current, some of these are not. Some of these are just kitted. But I have kitted up the Book Sal from Cunning Cross Stitch, and it's Letters from Hogwarts. And we've gotten the frame so far. It doesn't officially start until January. And I have my favorite Tyco Picture This Plus fabric all ready to go. So I love Tyco. It's my favorite. It's my go-to neutral. If I need a really light neutral. Okay, so don't go buy it all out from Picture This Plus because I love it. I haven't started that yet. I'm very excited to. I haven't, but I'm excited. Okay, so that needs to way over there. I have some of these big bags, so I need to get these out of the way so I can get to my other tubs. This is also helping me organize my craft room. Okay, so this is one that I showed you of before. You've seen it in my whips. It is Visit Mordor from Country Magic Stitch on Etsy. And I actually have a start on this one. I actually have a big start on this one. Hold on, I've got a needle, a loose needle. So we'll just stick it there. Okay. Where is my beginning and where is my end? Let me unclip this because I've had it clipped. I am definitely on page 2 of this one. I have it still in the frame, or in my hoop, so you can't see, but as you can see, I am on page 2. I had to do a lot of tearing out when I was traveling with this one. I started over and I thought it was in one section and there was a color in between it and I didn't realize it and had to rip it out. But it's a good travel project. And I have a Stranger Things bag and it is fantastic. It is the best thing ever. Ever. I love her bags. I'm a huge, huge fan of her bags. Those are not a size she currently carries. I did have it specially made, but she will do that. She will make it for you if you so desire. Okay, so this is I can't show you the pattern because it's all in pieces. So this is the Mysterious Map style, and it is from Ink Circles. If you are interested in this, please go to Ink Circles to see it, because you basically choose everything. So even if I showed you the pattern, it's not going to make much sense. Okay, so this is my frame so far. Okay, I picked the thickest frame, and it still needs color in there, just FYI. Still needs color. This is just the outline of the frame. So I have worked on this. Now my hair's caught in my bracelet. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to take my line all the way down and get my frame on there And then I can actually do some water elements and go back in and work on the frame, because the frame is kind of monotonous and mine is bigger than most people's. I actually had a piece that I was going to use and I was going to cut it, and I was like, well, that's silly to cut it. I will just add extra elements in. So it's, it's actually really big, which means my frame is really big, and it's also on 16 count. It's I enjoy this project, but it's a lot. So I just needed a break for it for a little bit. I did do that one on Crystal Tycho from Picture This Plus. I think I actually prefer the non-Crystal Tycho more, only because it's so soft. And this one, this crystal stiffened it a little bit. It's not a big deal, but on my go-to is the regular. Okay, so I don't even know what's in this bag. Have no idea. Oh, okay. So this is my, this is from, I got it on 123 Stitch, and it goes under Sarah. And it's a fairy tale. It's actually in a different language, but somebody's told me that it's like fairy tale or something. So I have it kitted up. I have not started it. I actually really want to. And I do have my fabric picked out. I am going with Picture This Plus Fresco. This is 16 count. So Fresco has a little bit of pink in it, but it's very, very light. And I don't even think it shows up. Like, it's very hard to see. So it's like a great neutral. I love that fabric as well. But I do have it all kitted up. It's on the list to start. Okay, gonna get through another big bag. Okay, so this is my Epic Storybook Sal. And I have not worked on this lately, but I need to get back to it. It's from Clouds Factory. And I am actually not doing this version. I'm doing the version that puts an extra one here and then moves this one over here. So these two rows are one row shorter. Unless when I get down there, the new patterns, because there's supposed to be two more coming out eventually, I guess. Unless there's something I really, really want. But if they are something I really want, or there's something I don't want in the pattern, I'm going to switch out the Princess and the Frog, because I've actually never seen that one. But she's like second to the bottom. So I don't have to get to her yet. So I will cross that bridge when I get there, and I'll figure it out if they've come out with more. I actually need to bring this back out and work on this. So this is a hard one to show because I've done the top part of the frame and then I started in the first section. So I have the house, a tree, and some, I don't know what this is. That's Snow White's head. It's a little creepy right now, but yeah. So I need to get this back out and stitch on this. I really, really, really like stitching on this. And I'm doing a Sal. It is Epic Storybook Sal. And if you want to stitch this, just use that hashtag so that we can all cheer along with you. And I look at everybody's progress. I love it. It's an easy stitch, except it's big, if that makes sense. Like, there's nothing hard about it. It's just big. It's a project that's going to take me a long, long time, but I'm not in a hurry. And there's no time limit. And to be part of the Sal, you can stitch all of it. You can stitch part of it. You can stitch one person out of it. It doesn't matter. Hashtag is so we could see and cheer along with you. But it's just a fun stitch. This isn't made to be anything more than just a really fun stitch. Okay. I have one more big kit that I have kitted up. And this is from Jan Lynn. And this is Nativity. And this is all the Nativity people. And I have it kitted. I have my fabric picked out. Well, no, I don't have my fabric picked out. I have two fabrics in here. I have lamb's wool, or I have oatmeal. I think this is just plain oatmeal. Let me make sure. No, this is Rusco Oh, Rusco, not oatmeal. So it's supposed to be natural Rusco is what it says. This one is 14 count and this one is 14 count. So I'm probably going to go with this one only because I have so much of this and this is older in my stash and I would really like to use up the fabric. That sounds like a silly way to kind of go about picking your fabric, but sometimes that's what I do just to get rid of some fabric. I have not started that yet. It is on my list that I really want to do. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go through some more bins, and this is, I think, summer / miscellaneous stuff. So this is a project I actually want to do for my husband. I want to change the colors, I think. And this is why I haven't done this one. Because I don't like the birdhouse, I don't like the flower for him. But I like the saying of never give up, make it happen. Because we own our own business. And my husband notoriously says, like when one of the kids asks him, well, how do I do this? And he's like, make it happen. Do it. Just do it. And that's what he wants the boys to think on their own and problem solve. And so he always says, make it happen. So I really want to do that for him, but I need some other kind of motifs to go around with it. So that one's going to take me longer to figure out how to stitch that. Maybe I need to look at some other ideas. I don't know. Need to get more ideas, I guess. Oh, this is one I'm very excited to do. Oh no, I have a loose floss from something. And I have no idea where it's from. I'm going to stick it right in that one in hopes that that's where it came from. Okay, so this is Main Street Country Cotton Needleworks Main Street. And these are all houses. And I would like to do these. I think I'm going to do them individually. I don't think I'm going to do them as a whole. Or if I do, I'm going to do them as a strip. So like maybe 2 different strips or something. I don't know. So this is Main Street Dress Shop. And I love the colors in these. They are so fun and bright. So this is a project I'm going to start as soon as it starts getting warm. This is Main Street Bakery. This is Main Street Post Office. Look how fun and cheerful that is. There's actually a building down at the beach where we go. We tend to go to Ocean Isle in North Carolina, and there's a house that's kind of a newer house that reminds me of this, and I just like that. Main Street Sweet Cake. I'm sorry, Sweet Cafe. What am I? I'm making up names. This is Main Street Gazebo. I will not do this unless I do them in strips. If I don't do them in strips, I won't do this one. This is Main Street Bookstore. Yes, please. Main Street Coffee Shop. Main Street Grocery. And if you hear some snoring, that is my dog. He's right across the way from me, but 2 of them are over there laying, and they can snore kind of loud. Okay, this is Main Street Art Gallery. So I just love these. I love the fun colors of these. It's colors I don't normally use. This is on my short list to do as soon as it gets warm. But I really need to decide whether I'm going to do them like in strips of 3 or 4, or I'm going to do them individually. I don't know. Don't know. If you have any suggestions, leave them for me below. I'd love to know what you think. I could do them for my cross stitch board, but I have a lot of summer stuff, so I don't really need them for my cross stitch board. But I do have a place in my family room that's above some doors right over here, and they would go great with like strip pieces, and I've thought about that, so that might actually go really cute there. Okay, this is God Save the Queen from Annie B's Folk Art, and I just love that, and I want to do that for this summer. And you know, as much as nobody wants to get stung by a bee, you have to love the bees, and we need the bees. So I think that's really cute. I just love the fact that it's God Save the Queen. I think that's so cute. I have this knee high, which is knee high by the 4th of July from Hands On Designs. This has been in my stash for a while and kitted it, and I did not start it last year, and I need to start it this year. So I have everything. I'm ready to go. I just need to do it. Just need to do it. Okay, so this is the one I thought that I was going to show in part 3, but I have it in here. So this is Memorabilia, the baker's wife. Okay, so we've all seen this pattern. It's a newer one. It's beautiful. So I am in a Facebook group that does conversions. And there is a very talented girl, and let me get her name. The conversion is by Rennie Simpson. Rennie is freaking awesome because her version is so fantastic. I want to do this now. Look how beautiful that is. So here's the original. There's the conversion. She did such a good job. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm blown away. I wanted to do it before, but when I saw her conversion, I was like, that's it. That's the one I'm doing. So I'm doing her conversion. Thank you, Rennie. You are super, super talented. I need to see if she's on Instagram so I can follow her progress because, oh my gosh, is she talented. Okay, this is Little House Needleworks, the Old Red Barn, and I'm pretty sure this is one that was gifted to me from a viewer. And thank you so much. I have it in my stash to start it when it gets hot. I have it kitted. I am ready. I wanted to start it before now, but I kept saying, no. This summer is when I need to start it because that's when I'll be like, I want to do a barn. I'm so excited to do some of these. Okay, you have seen this one before. I have the Alpaca Farm, and it's finished as a drum. But if you look down here, that's how it looks as a strip. Is that not so cute? So I actually want to do that as just a strip, not as a drum. And it's from the Blue Flower. It's so cute. Once again, it's a good summer piece. I already have my fabric picked out. I want to do blue for the sky. So it has a nice sky background, a nice summer day on the farm. Okay, this is multiples in here. Plum Street Samplers. This is Cowpile. So cute. This is Henpeck. Goat Load, which I actually think I'm going to do the Goat Load first. Because if you didn't know, my husband had goats when I first met him. So he also had goats growing up. Goats, in North Carolina, we get kudzu, and kudzu goes crazy. Goats are the only thing that he's found that actually kills kudzu because they eat the roughage. So he had this spot up on his house years and years ago that had a creek running through it, and it had all this roughage, and he put goats in there, and they ate and cleaned that all up, and they're great for that. But they also get out of the electric fence. The babies get out a lot. So somehow the babies could either go under it or jump over it, jump in between it or something. So when there was babies, you would go down the driveway and you would see a baby sitting out of the goat fence, and you'd be like, oh, I need to go get this baby and put it back in the goat fence, and it would see you and it would jump back through. It would never get zapped by the electricity, thankfully, because I would feel so bad if the little goat got zapped. Although, I guess they have to learn to stay in their pen, but they would do it all the time. And then once they got up to a certain age, they couldn't do that anymore. It was the way his fence was designed, but it was so funny because they just sit there and stare at you, and then they'd jump back inside, and they never went anywhere because they stay with the herd, and he had a little herd of goats. They had twins when I started dating him. And I'll never forget because I sat down in that barn with them for hours playing with those little baby goats. And they were so cute. Mama was sweet to let me play with them. Because sometimes like they'll try to butt you or something if you're messing with them, but she didn't care. She let me play with the little baby goats. They were so cute. My husband always says the goats he had were always born on the coldest night of the winter. So the night that it was coldest, that's when his goats would have the babies. He said always, always. So he got them into the goat barn. He had a barn where they fed, and then there was like a room, like a feed room. So he had a goat that broke a leg somehow. I don't remember how. It was before I started dating him, or maybe right there at it. I don't remember. And Missy, this little goat, they took it to the vet, and they're like, well, it's a broke leg and it's a goat, and you know, we can cast it, but we're not sure because it's a goat. Like, you have to keep it clean, and we don't know, you know. So take her home, try to keep it as clean as you can. We'll see what happens. And he didn't want to put this little goat down, so he put her in the feed room, kept her away from the other goat. She couldn't get out, although she could like stick her head out the half door and like kind of look around. So she actually liked it. She actually became more like a pet because you could call her and she would come. And because they were so used to going in there every day and cleaning her, and I think maybe they had to give her some medicine or something like that and cleaning the room, because, you know, goats, they poop wherever, like literally wherever. So like you have to clean it. Like they'll poop in their food trough because they're goats. They just do. So you have to clean that out and stuff. So goats are kind of a funny thing. There was a guy that used to work for us that used to go to the goat auctions all the time. And one night he calls us at the house and he's like, open up the gate. And we're like, what are you talking about? He's like, I got y'all a wedding present. And he brought a goat. Our wedding present was a goat. So he actually named it Marshmallow. It was a little baby. Actually, his son named it. His son had gone to the auction. And so because we didn't know how big it was, we didn't want to stick it right in with the other goats. So we had him put him in the dog pen at first because we had an outdoor dog pen. None of our dogs stayed in that pen. So I'm not really, well, they did as a puppy. When we had, before the puppy was getting fixed, we put her in there so nobody could get to her when we went out, just so that she wasn't stuck inside. We put her in the pen. But we put that little goat in the pen, and the little goat played in there. And so his son came the next day and he was like, what are you going to name him? And I was like, well, what do you want to name him? And he's like, Marshmallow. So I was like, oh, Marshmallow it is. That was our goat story. That was more about goats than you wanted to know. But I have a project for him, Rest in Peace, that has goats on it. And that's why, because we had goats and we haven't had them in years, and our kids haven't had any goats. But when we actually own a farm, like a half mile from our house, and we go to build on there, we actually might need some goats to clean out some roughage out of the areas. So it's a good possibility we might have goats again. I don't know. All right, the last one, Fox View. Okay, so that's in there. I showed that one earlier. I just stuck it in this container because it was a year-round one. Okay, so this is Silver Creek Samplers. What is the name of this? Dorothy's Discovery. Oh, wait a minute. That way. I recently saw this done in gray tones, except for her red shoes. Oh my God, was that fabulous. And I wish I had noted who did it. I took a screenshot of it. So maybe my screenshot says it on my phone that I'm filming on. Anyhow, if I can find the name from my screenshot, I will put it in the comments because you have to see her version. If not, you might be able to Google or hashtag Dorothy's Discovery on Instagram and see if it pops up. It was so cute. I actually think I might do that instead of doing it in color. I loved that idea. It looks so good. Okay, what do we have here? We have, here's the church, and this is from Little House Needleworks. And it says, here's the church, here's the steeple, open the doors and see all the people. So that's like the little nursery rhyme that you say as kids, and you do the little thing with your hand. And I think my grandfather first taught that to me, and so I wanted to do that. So I just think that that's so cute. Okay, so this is Bent Creek Glory, and obviously that is for 4th of July this summer, but I really think that's pretty. And that is 198 by 36. So it's a good size, but not, you know, it shouldn't be too bad because it's not that tall. Okay, what is this one? This one is Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat from Lori Holt. And that's for my craft room. But I'm actually going to do that one on with not only variegated, whoops. Sorry, that was the top of my head. Not only with variegated floss, but I'm actually doing it in ombre colors. So I want to do it in the purple. So it'll start with the lightest and go to darkest. And that actually shouldn't take that long. Right now, I've kind of lost my Christmas stitching mojo. And I don't know whether it's because I know I can't finish anything that I have for Christmas right now, that I don't want to stitch on Christmas right now. So that's okay. I'm just going with it. I'm like, well, then I'll pick them up next year. It's no big deal. Okay, so we have Lizzie Kate Liberty Sam. And he has an accessory pack in there. So that's kind of cool, because I don't have to buy it. The Para Pilgrims one was like so expensive, like $30 for the button pack. I ended up buying it, but let me tell you, I debated it for a long time, whether I should do it or not. Okay, this is Silver Creek Samplers, and this is called North Winds, and I will read it after I show it. Wait a minute. Part of the pattern is there. There you go. Okay, so let me read it. It says, the north wind doth blow, we shall have snow, and what will the robin do then? Poor thing, he'll fly in the barn to keep dry and warm, and tuck his head under his wing, poor thing. So actually, this is more of a Christmas one or a winter one. So maybe I'm inspired to start this one. I don't know. Okay, here's one. I think this is an adorable pattern. I cannot wait to start it. Sweet Land of Liberty by JBW Designs. I have no idea. Well, I got this from Rock Hill Stitch and Frame because I have the sticker on it. But how cute is that? I love that. So I want to do that for the 4th of July. It is small. It is 105 by 35. That is going to take no time at all. So that is definitely going to be done this year. I hope. Okay, so then we have Happy Camper by Lori Holt as well. I actually want to change the colors. So I got the color pack. I have the hiccups again. These are Aura Floss, but I think I want to change the colors a little bit. So I haven't totally figured out yet. I think the very, very pink camper, I want to change to maybe a very red camper. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that's all that bin. That's kind of summery stuff. This is more fandom stuff. Yes. I think I can get through maybe the rest of my stuff here. So this is one that I have all together. This is some more of my ornaments that I want to do for a nerdy tree. And this is the Force Awakens from Good Morning Maui. Look how cute they are. Come on, Chewbacca, look at him. So cute. And then this one, since it's Star Wars, it also goes in here, and it's just called Star Wars. Once again, I will break these apart and do them as individual. But an Ewok? Come on. Yoda? Come on. And I have something to show you, which I'm currently kitting. That's a fun little current thing, which I actually think I'm going to start soon. I've been in my nerdy stitching phase, like I want to stitch all the fandom stuff. This one I kitted up and I cannot wait to do it. It's a Russian one. I've showed it before and it is Harry Potter Under the Stairway. I actually think it's called something different, but look how fabulous that is. Look at Harry in there under the cupboard. I love that. So I actually want to start that. It is so good. I will link the actual name on it. It's on Etsy. And I think that's the one she had to list for me. But if you contact her, she can tell you how you can get it. Because it goes in and out. This is Dumbledore. This is from Spells and Stitches Daily Profit. I have kitted that up. It is so cute. Once again, another geeky project, but I love it. I call it geeky. I don't mean that offensive. I mean that like fun, actually. Because that's what that, geeky means fun to me, actually. So don't be offended if you like any of these that I called you geeky, because I'm right there with you. All right, this is from Bothy Threads. And I've had these for a while. I have several of these, but this is Fairy Tale Alice in Wonderland. And it is all done silhouette, so it's all black. These come as a kit. And I don't remember where I got them from. I think I ordered directly from them, but I think you can get them on 1-2-3 Stitch now. So they give you the floss, and they give you the fabric, already dyed. And they have other fairy tales, and they're all like that. So they're all like great dyed fabric. It's so pretty. I loved it. I just thought that was so cute. I've had these for a while. I figured I needed to pull it out and put it in my stash or it's never going to be done. So now it's in my whip pile. Oh, I guess I put it all back in here. Duh. But if I don't pull it out, I won't ever actually do it. So it needed to come out. It's here now. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my pile straight since I organized them. Okay, this is a new pattern that I got. Let me show the picture. I think the picture is small. No, that's pattern. Yes, it's pattern. So the picture's small. It's Christmas ornament of a wizard, owl magic, scarlet gold scarf. That's what it's called. It's up to stitch. And it's that. It's like a Christmas Harry Potter one. So cute. So I got that. I've kitted it up. That was a new one that I've kitted. So I haven't figured out what fabric I'm doing yet. Okay, this is another one from Good Morning Maui. This is Welcome Foolish Mortals, Haunted Hitchhikers. I actually think I might do these as a strip, where the other ones I've done them all as individuals, but I like the little gates and stuff like that. So I actually think I'll do that as a whole project, which is why I don't have it anywhere else. Like I don't have it with the other stuff. This one is this is Mickey and Friends. This is off of Etsy, but I don't see her name. So I will try to find it. But it's all the main characters. I actually want to do these as little ornaments. Probably 2 characters at a time. Because I think that's cute. For my geeky tree. Once again, geeky is a good thing. I should start calling it a fandom tree because geeky, some people might think is bad. Okay, so this is from Stitching Land. This is Dobby. I've shown him before. He's adorable. He needs to be stitched. So I have him kitted up. Okay. Let's see. This is cross stitch. Oh, this is very descriptive. It says cross stitch pattern. It's Harry Potter, designed by, I cannot say the name. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to show the name up here. So it's right there. I will put it in the description box below, but it is Harry Potter. As you can see, it's Hedwig. Harry's holding Hedwig, and the castle's behind it. So cute. I loved this one. I had to kit it up immediately. I've debated on this because this is a lot of white space, but so is this. And I actually think I want to stitch all of that. I think. I have Twilight fabric for it. And I could totally do that. I would just have to stitch Hedwig and then leave the castle part, you know, you could be able to see it at night. That was my idea, a night sky. I don't know. Here is another one. This is, what is the name of this? Hermione. So she is underneath the tree reading. And it's just a fabulous tree, fabulous colors. There's a lot of colors, but it's a fabulous pattern. Once again, on Etsy. Some of these are enabled from Julie from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. She is my biggest enabler for Etsy. I'm pretty sure she has stock in Etsy, and she shows patterns so that we buy them, and I do. And I think she has stock so that her Etsy stock goes up. That's what I think. That's my theory, Julie, that you have Etsy stock. Here's another one. Harry Potter. And this is from Stitching Land. He's cute. So. Okay. And last little fandom one, I have Harry Potter, and I love his scarf. I'm a sucker for those scarves. So I have him kitted up as well. So that's my geeky ones. Let's see. I also have kitted up the Frosted Pumpkin Animal Almanac. It's not out yet. It starts in January. If you are curious, go watch the video on it. It is adorable. There are some sneak peeks. I am kitted and ready to go. Okay, so this one doesn't really fit in any of my categories. So this is Kiss Me, Hug Me, Love Me Now from Carousel. And they're just little phrases. And I am doing mine. I am doing Love Me. The only problem with this is it's just big letters and it's monotonous. So I got a little board and I put that on the shelf. It's a Valentine's pattern, which I am never a huge Valentine's one, but I actually wanted some Valentine's for my cross stitch boards because I don't really have anything. And I thought that that would be a good idea. And it still is, but it's just, it's not exciting to stitch. So it needed to be paused for a little while. Okay, so this is more chocolate bunnies from Hands On Designs. This is adorable. This is done with sulky threads, and it's the first time I use sulky threads, and I really like them. So there's my progress. I need to get back to this, and I will when it's springtime. When it starts to warm up a little bit, that's what I'm going to be stitching on. Okay, so I have, and I am not going to try to pronounce this. I think it's actually, I think it's springy. So this is Jordan Privé. I don't know what it says, but I think it's cute. So I think it's springy. Like, look at the little mushroom and the flowers. I just liked it. I actually think it might say autumn. But to me, I'm gonna stitch it in the summertime, so. Oh, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, what is this? This is Easter Peak Parade from Brenda Gervais. It's cute. Something different for Easter. I don't really have anything Eastery, so, I mean, I have some stuff for my cross stitch boards, but I don't have anything big, so I actually need to do something for Easter. Easter is my least favorite season because I normally don't like the colors. Like, those colors are okay. I don't like pastels. I don't like to stitch with pastels, and that's always my problem. Okay, so this is Scattered Seed Sampler Spring Delivery. I actually was going to take his pipe out and not do the pipe, but I actually think the pipe is kind of cute. So it's cute. Maybe I could make his pipe, like, instead of like, make bubbles out of it. That would be cute. But once again, this is an Easter one, but it's not over, like, it's not pastel-y. So I'm okay with that. Plum Street Samplers. This is Jack's Sweet Shop, Wilhelmina. I don't know why it says Jack's Sweet Shop. So maybe there's a series. I really don't know. This is the only one I have. But it's a little sheep, and it's so pretty with all the flowers. I just think that screams, like, springtime, which is why I have it. Okay, I have Easter Party. I don't know who this is by. Chisels? Fizzles? Fizzles. I don't know. I don't know because it says, I don't know. Fizzles. I don't know. Anyhow, I think that's cute with the little bunny and the chickie. So cute. Okay, so those are some springtime ones that I have kitted up. Okay, I have some other ones that I have that are actually, this is going to go on the shelf, even though I am in love with it and I want to finish it. I think I need to put it up for now. So this is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Autumn Sampler. And I am doing mine on speckled hem fabric from Fabric Flair. So I'm not quite done with the box, the second box. And then I realized I left out the color inside the wagon wheel. So that color actually comes up in this square, so I'm just gonna pull over there and grab it right quick. But is that not the best fabric? I love that. It's so pretty. So I'm actually going to pause this project, and pausing this project means I take it out of the hoop. I try to do this if I remember. I take it out of the hoop and I fold it down and I put it back in my bag. And that way, one, I have another hoop that I can use, and two, the hoop's not sitting on my pattern that long. But I think I need to pause that. As much as I love it, I don't think I want to stitch on it right now. So I need to pause it. This one is actually one I have in my to-go bag to do, and it is Happy Nativity, Nativity Day from the trilogy. And I actually needed to start this. So that one's going to stay in my bag because I need to start these Christmas ornaments. So I need to do that. Okay, let's see. I have a random, this is, hold on, let me get the name so you guys can see everything because it really is fabulous. This is embroidered from Auburn Hoops, and it's Cozy Cabin. So she does certain projects and they're not up for very long, but she also makes really great hoops. So, and I have several of her hoops. I don't stitch in them, but they're great finishing hoops. Although you can stitch in them. So check her out. It's an embroidery kit, but she makes really cute stuff. And there's always a story behind like why she did the pattern. I have that kitted up. I mean, actually I bought the kit, so I didn't have to do anything to kit it. Okay, so one of my other projects that is currently paused, and this is a hot mess in this bag, is my Universal Monster Sal. And I'm going to get back to this, but just not right now. So this is Universal Monster Sal from Witchy Stitcher. This is the one that has all the add-ons on it. You don't have to do the add-ons. She also has it done in a fabulous black and white version. How awesome is that? It's fabulous. Fabulous. That pattern, if you don't have it, you need to go buy it. It is fantastic. So this is my progress that's been stalled for a long time. I need to get back to it, but Halloween stitching is not my jam right now. So I don't want to stitch on that right this second. So it's paused right now. That's fine. All right, this is my last one and I'm going to show. And this is a Prairie Schooler. Let me get my pattern because it means nothing without the pattern. If I can't show you the pattern, hold on, I got a loose needle. Needle going wild. I have several of these in here. So basically, this is my kit to do my big Prairie Schooler Santas. So I'm just going to go through these. So this is the North Pole. That was from 2017. Let It Snow, 2018. 2012. 2008. Okay, this is 2019. I've already done this one. Check out my new Flosstube this week. You will see him stitched and finished. Fully finished. Check the box. I save all my Prairie Schoolers because it's a possibility that I might want to stitch these again. This is 1998 Santa. This is 2007 Santa. I like him because he has a knitting bag, so he will definitely be done. 2009 Santa. 2013 Santa. Did I just... Okay, so I have two 2009s. That's going to go for a giveaway someday soon. After Christmas, I will pick up back with my giveaways. I just don't want to promise a giveaway now and it be a month from now before I can get to do the giveaway. So in January, I will come back with giveaways. 2006 Santa. 1997 Santa. 2011 Santa. And 2001 Santa. So those are all the Santas that I have in this bag, but I have started the, wait a minute, the 2016 Santa, which is the deer. I actually really want to get back to this. I know it's Christmas, but it's Prairie Schooler, so you can stitch those all year long. So I don't have much of a start, but I do have a start. So I need to actually stitch this. I thought about taking this to work last Friday, and then I decided not to because I stitched on something else that I really wanted to stitch on, and I will share that in my next Flosstube because it's a very special pattern. Okay, so my wrap up was longer than any of my other videos. I think I have done all of my piles. I'm done. 4 parts of whip and kit parade. I do have my current whips on my cart. I will show those next time on my next video because those are in my rotation. So these are all what I have kitted up and are not technically in a rotation right now, but I'm hoping to put them in rotation or start them. For Stitch Mania this year, I definitely want to do Christmas ornaments, Christmas and Halloween ornaments. So depending upon how much I have done between now and then is going to decide, maybe I do, you know, half of the month Christmas, half of the month Halloween, and then I finish those out throughout the year. I really don't know. I did get some patterns this morning. See, here's the problem that I have. I have some patterns. I got Long Dog Sampler. Which is a really pretty autumn one. This is the one I'm really excited about. It's Dilemma. And you have a frame and you can only choose 9 of the boxes, of the 16 boxes to go in your frame. I actually have chosen mine and why I chose them. So I will go over that once I start this. I need to think about this because I need to know, I was thinking about doing the frame in like a solid color and then doing each block in a variegated floss. But I don't know if I want to do a different variegated floss for each block or do the same variegated floss for all of them. Just have it different. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out. If you have an opinion, leave me a comment and let me know. What do you think would work best? I love fall colors, so I would go to a go-to fall palette is what I would do. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But let me know if you have any ideas on that. Okay, I have some patterns that I am kitting up currently. So these are not fully kitted. I won't go through all of them, but I will show some of them. I need colors for these, so they're not done. I thought I was done. I'm not done. There's another bin. So this is Stoney Creek Christmas in the Woods. I want to do the stocking. That is the stocking that my middle son picked out. So I do have to start these. I have to fully kit them first, and then I have to get them started. And the stockings I have to start one. I'm not going to start them all at the same time, but I need to start one. I think I'm going to start with my older son's stocking first. So this is Stoney Creek Santa's hunting stocking. And my son, my youngest actually picked out something different. And then yesterday he changed it to this because there's doggies driving the truck. How cute is that? And he is our dog guru. Like, one of our Cavaliers is his best buddy. Like, literally, he sleeps in his bed. He loves everybody, but Jesse's his favorite. So, like, he goes ballistic. Like, he's happy to see you, but he's also looking past you to see if Jesse's coming in the door. So, it's kind of funny. Okay. This is what I said I was going to show you. And I'll show you this one. Oh, that one's fully kitted. I don't know why that's in there. Let's see. This is a lot of floss. What is this? Oh, this is my older son's stocking. This is what I was actually looking for. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's the Enchanted Christmas Deer. So he actually picked out a different deer, and it was just silhouettes, and I wasn't crazy about it. My youngest has picked out this one, and then he changed, and so I decided to put this as my older one because he is a hunter and the deer and kind of outdoorsy. So I'm going to do that one for him. I think I'm a little intimidated. It's a Heaven and Earth design because I've worked on some of theirs before, but I can do it, right? I have to finish kitting it. It still needs a couple of colors, and let me tell you, that has a lot of colors already, so I'm not overly thrilled. Oh, I'm kitting up Ogla's stocking. I've showed this before. I love it. What else am I kitting up? Another summary pattern is Farm Sampler from Lizzie Kate. And I'm just kind of popping through these because they're not fully kitted. So these are still not got their space. This is Little House Needleworks November. It's Calendar Girls, but I think she's cute. So I liked her. I actually think I have the other ones in my cart, but I haven't bought them. Okay, this is a weird one. I definitely want to show you. So this is from Up to Stitch on Etsy, and it is wallpaper Halloween ornament, skull, death, and witch flower. Very descriptive, but it's so pretty. Like, it's so cool. And that is the whole pattern. Like, you just repeat it. I'm trying to decide if I want to do it as a whole pattern or I just want to take the elements out. And there's 2 colors in it. So it's not hard to kit up. I just need to get the colors, need to pull them. Let's see. This one is Don't Get Your Tinsel in a Tangle from Lizzie Kate. Once again, it's a Christmas ornament. I have more Christmas ornaments. I know that's shocking in my stash that I don't have kitted up. I want to finish what I have kitted up and then I can pull out more and kit those up. That's my goal. Okay, so this is something that I really want to do in the new year is the Great Pumpkin Pickup. And this is a punch art. And I actually got this from my punch needle and primitive stitcher. I have the digital copy. This is fantastic. I've never done a punch needle before, but I wanna. So I have the punch needle, I have the frame, I have the needle, I have it kitted halfway. I need to get some more floss for this. And then I'm gonna try punch needle. Why not? This is Lantern Lane by Little House Needleworks, or as it's called, the Home Alone house, because it's huge. I love that though. So that will be a start eventually. This is Little House Needleworks ABC Sampler. And I just love that house and the colors. They do have other houses with the rest of the alphabet. So I got to figure out if I want to do them all together or not. Okay, this is something I don't have to kit up, but I think I'm going to switch it unless I can figure out 100% that this is DMC. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure that out or not. I'll look and see. But it is Dimensions. It's a gold collection. It is Holy Night Stocking. And this is the one I want to do for myself. Because I love that. It's way down the list because I want to do my boys first. Okay, so this is one that I actually want to start pretty quickly. Spring Deer from Barbara Anna Designs. It's fantastic. Look how pretty that deer is. And it actually goes like in my house because unfortunately we have mounted deer heads in one bedroom. My son has 2 or 3. My other son has a mount because he just got his first deer this year and it's getting done. And then we have like a skull mount over our TV from a big deer that was actually on our property in Charlotte. We didn't kill it. The mount was actually, the deer was dead. We just took the head and had it done as a skeleton because it was not shot, newly. I think it died on our concrete pile actually. So anyhow, deers fit my house. Okay, so this is from Up to Stitch and it's funny quote, please don't use the force. And I would like to do that for my boys' bathroom because I just think that's funny. If I could put, please don't use the force in the bathroom, that would be even better. Okay, so this is the one that I am super geeked out about. I need to finish kitting it up, but it is from Good Morning Maui, and it is awesome. Baby Yoda. Oh my gosh. I love this. So, funny thing, I have carts randomly all over the internet that have random things in them. My Etsy cart is no different, okay? I have random stuff in my Etsy cart. I mean, it's mostly cross-stitch patterns, but I stick stuff in there all the time, and they just kind of hang out until I'm ready, or I decide to like save them for later, or I decide I don't want them. I had a bunch of Baby Yoda patterns that had popped up, and I stuck them in my cart, And I wasn't ready to buy them, but I just stuck them in there. And I really didn't like look at the differences in them. I just stuck them in there. And then later on, I went back and looked at them, or I wanted to look at them. And every single Baby Yoda chart was gone, no longer available. I'm pretty sure Disney put the kibosh on it. So when this popped up from Good Morning Maui, and she has her Star Wars stuff up there all the time. I don't know whether because it's so different than, like, it's kind of like drawn art versus actual characters. Maybe that's why she's not bothered. I don't know. But it sprang up. I love her style. I think her figures are really, really cute. Obviously, I've done them before. In my last Flosstube, I showed you some Disney princesses I did. I have other patterns of hers that I want to do. So I grabbed it and bought it immediately because I didn't want it to vanish. And now I have Baby Yoda. And as soon as Baby Yoda is kitted, Baby Yoda is getting stitched. If you have not watched The Mandalorian, you are missing out on Baby Yoda. And what is cuter than Yoda? But Baby Yoda. That's all I got to say. Baby Yoda. It's adorable. Adorable. So, okay, this was long videos. This was 4 parts. This one was extremely long. I'm sorry. I thought it was actually going to be shorter, but I ended up having more than I thought I would. I am done. I have nothing else to show you except my current whips. That's going to be in a regular Flosstube video, not these, because I'm actually not currently stitching on these. So it's not my current stuff. So some of these got pulled out, and you will see them soon in rotation, hopefully. That doesn't mean that this is the be-all, end-all, and I'm not going to kit up something else and start something else. It doesn't mean I'm not going to, that I'm going to work on every single one of these or start every single one of these. I obviously will not. But when I get a hankering for a new project, I literally can walk in my craft room and pick from what? A bajillion. And I can just start it. And that's why I like to do that. I like to have them ready to go, and I can just do a start to start. I love starting projects. I love skipping around projects. When I get up and I don't feel like stitching on something, then I don't stitch on it. I get up and get another project out and stitch on it. And that is enjoyable to me. So thank you for watching. If you watched all 4 parts, you are amazing. And now you see that I literally have a cross stitch problem. This is not all my stash. I wish I could say it is. It's not. It's a sickness. Or as I tell my sister, it's a hobby. It's okay. It's a hobby. And she looks at me and she just laughs. She's like, really? I'm like, yep, it's a hobby. It's okay. So thank you for sticking out with me. Once again, if you have watched my videos, like and subscribe. And thank you so much. And I will see you in a regular Flosstube video soon. Thanks.